You are handy.
I'll keep my jug handy.
So you might want to keep your sunglasses handy because Juanita is going to be dazzling.
Hey everyone, and welcome to TalkWord. Today, we're going to zoom in on one of those short, simple English words that actually packs a surprising punch, handy. You hear it all the time, right? But what makes it so versatile? Let's dive in and find out.
So, let me ask you something. What do you call an object that's just super useful and easy to have around? And what do you call a person who's amazing at fixing things? There's actually one single word that covers both of those ideas. Any guesses what it is?
Yep, you got it. The word is handy. It's a fantastic little adjective, and trust me, once you really get the hang of it, you're going to start hearing it absolutely everywhere. So, let's break down exactly how it works.
At its core, handy really splits into two main ideas. On one side, it's all about convenience and usefulness. You know, something we'd say about an object. But on the other side, it's all about a person's skill, especially with their hands.
So that's the key thing to remember, right? We use handy for things, and we use it for people, but the meaning shifts a little. We're going to tackle these one by one, so let's start with how we use it to describe things.
All right, meaning number one. This is all about objects. When we say an object is handy, just think of it as being super helpful to have, well, on hand. It's easy to use, conveniently located, or just generally useful. For example, a huge, heavy dictionary, that is not handy for traveling. No way. But a little pocket-sized one you can slip into your bag, now that is perfect. It's convenient, it's useful, it's handy.
And here's maybe the ultimate modern example. Think about your smartphone. I mean, it's a camera, a map, a wallet, a communication hub, and it all fits right in your hand. That is the absolute definition of a handy device.
Now here's a really interesting twist on this meaning. Handy can also just mean physically close or easy to grab. So if someone says, keep your ticket handy, they're not just commenting on how useful the ticket is, they mean keep it nearby so it's ready the moment you need it.
Okay, ready to switch gears? Let's move on to our second meaning. We're shifting away from objects now and we're talking about people. When a person is handy, it means they are really good at doing practical things, especially repairs and building stuff.
This is the classic example you hear all the time. The sink is leaking, a shelf is broken. Who do you call? The handy person in your life, right? They just have that skill to fix things. You'll hear this a lot in the phrase, handy around the house. And it's not just about hammers and wrenches. This is a great point. You can be handy with all sorts of tools. Someone who's a great sewer is handy with a needle. A skilled painter is handy with a paintbrush. It's all about having skill with your hands.
Now that we've got the two meanings down, let's look at some common phrases. This is how you'll hear handy used in everyday, natural English conversations.
Okay, let's run through these. This will come in handy simply means it'll be useful later. A handy guide is just a really easy-to-use guide. We've already seen handy with, which you follow with a tool, like a camera, and this last one is great. Calling someone a handy person to know means their skills or even their connections could be super valuable to you down the line.
So, let's end with a question for you. Look around your room, or just think about your daily life. What is the one object that you find most convenient, most useful? What is the handiest thing you own? Thinking about that is the best way to really make this word stick.
So there you have it, the two sides of handy. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to master more English words, you should definitely check out the TalkWord app. It lets you create your own personalized explainers for any word you're curious about. Thanks so much for listening.